Okay, we are live now. We are live now and good to go. All right, so SPY showing strength out of the gates. We are getting the Santa rally. Welcome on in, everybody. We'll take a look at that Rivian, Joe. I know it's been a stinker here. So I think it's just pulling back after a really nice rally to a high time frame target. I think this is just a flag. It's just messing with people who just heard about it yesterday, just saw the big range breakout, and they want to get involved a little bit early probably. So we wicked into this gap. That's definitely our resistance for now. I would expect us to try to hold the bottom here at 22. If we can hold 22, we get the nice clean move up to 23 to fill this up and likely higher. So that's what I'm looking for there. Just holding my shares. Haven't done a darn thing since bottom at 15 or so. I did take, like I said, some trim off just at the end of the day, just because we were into the gap, but I'm still holding, expecting a little bit more before we actually see some major consolidation. I'm thinking we can see 27 to 30 on this leg up. All good now, Joe? Okay, perfect. Just having some issues again. DJT still basing. We're going to keep watching that guy. See if SPY stuck that rally. It's trying. So we got the surge out of this flag, and now we're consolidating. It's looking pretty darn good. We could consider this a little inverted head and shoulders right there. That's not a bad look. And we can see if we have much room to push higher. 685 is definitely the gamma pin we're working with here today. We can draw that out. Pretty straightforward there. And let's see if this can stick this move. Oh, DJT starting to roll again. We're going to keep an eye on it. And let me know if you guys are seeing anything else. I'm pretty traded out at this point in the day, so this is probably my last trade for the day. But we will keep on watching and see if we get any more setups. DJT is not working. Not working. I want to see if it's just reloading in this breakout base once more. But man, does it look like it's going to fail. And this one's been messing with me all day long. I don't know why I'm trading it. I really thought we were shorting. We were good for a short here. I did catch a nice long scalp, a nice short scalp. So I thought I was reading it well. Then I thought this was setting up for a flush. It didn't. I stopped out right there when it was clear I was wrong. Then I tried to play the breakout like a silly goose. So sloppy trading, getting punished. We're going to see if this can hold, but it sure doesn't look like it. Check back in just a minute. We want to see if that bottom wick that's trying to form will hold. As we can see, SPY's trying to do a similar bottom wick. And there are a few things we should note today. IWM, incredibly strong. We scalped calls today, and man, did they work well. Bottom out of this consolidation here, just absolute surge. So I think IWM's breaking out. I think it's back testing it right now. Here at this key 254 level, we were watching as a target this morning that it surged above and is now back testing. So we do want to give it some time because we think that this one's got a lot of room. If we look at the daily here, if we're right, let's actually go to the monthly. If we're right, we're just starting a range breakout here. So this thing loves to fake you out at the top of the range. Did here and push back, but now it seems like it wants to go higher still. So we're seeing big relative strength there today in IWM and big relative weakness in QQQ. This is interesting to note. Q's still way off their morning highs. And they are not finding a bid yet. So we're seeing this Santa small cap rally. Okay, SPY taking a header here. Let's see what we see. So I'm thinking bulls just got a little ahead of themselves, and we just need to pin probably. Let's do some work here. Where might we be looking to retrace to if we are not ready to break the range up? Logical places right here, this 50% mark, this 684. So I'm thinking we could see a potential short into 684. I'll play that with a little tiny position just in case it pans out. DJT is still trying to hold this. Don't want to close it till it proves me wrong. Okay, we did not get filled on our UPRO short. Oops. So I think this could be a decent little short here. I would like to try to get in. Just left me behind. All right, so gotta employ some discipline here. We'll see if it wicks back into this range. Okay, it did. And we'll see if that's the low or not. If not, then we can get a little push down. If so, then I think our longs work a little bit. But just mostly hanging out here today. Don't want to overdo anything. So I think that the real move will be swing trades into tomorrow. I think we are going to have a bullish week, but we just want to see how far the bears can kind of push us down here a little bit. All right, Duke the Fool is looking for a pop on APLD at the end of the day. That's my favorite of the Bitcoin miners turned whatever you want to call them, data center plays. APLD quite strong on the fundamental side. Let's look at an hourly. So I see a nice clear cup, and I see a nice clear double bottom going further back out. I'd like to see a nice little handle here, maybe to 26-ish. That'd be really nice. Getting by in the 25 to 26 zone looks pretty good to me. But it is back testing the high a day. So there is a chance for it to consolidate here, push up, make a higher low, and then push higher. We just don't have much time left today, so it kind of feels like the juice is out, and it's gotta push down before it pushes up again. DJT, this is why we're sticking with it, messing with us. All right, now I'll put a stop under that low. Bouncing right on back to SPY. Yep. Bull's still here. They're trying to maintain this cup structure here. So I'm going to step out of this short at break even here in just a sec, or a little under break even at this point. As long as this candle doesn't reject. And DJT is starting to work. We are green on that trade. So that's a wild one. MGRT halt. We can take a look at that. Hey, Smoke Tuna. Good to see you, man. We got Tesla dropping. Thank you, Travis. We can take a look at some of these. I'm going to just stop out of this short before it hurts me. Looks like we're bullish. We've got our long in DJT there. How's Own Dust doing? Doesn't look like it's found a bottom quite yet. Maybe it's trying to, holding these lows. So our same stop's in place. Let's see if it sticks. Let's get some more charts going. I'm not on my main Trade the Pool account, so I don't have all my fancy indicators set up on this one. Get this one to watch the index. Oh, did I top tick? Am I trading sloppy? Am I buying the bottom or buying the top of the range, selling the bottom? Quite possibly. So banking on this being a breakout here for DJT. So once we get the surge, we can look to lock in maybe just a little bit. Got this pivot here that we might have a little trouble getting through. Just 1, 2, 3, 4 times before we broke down. It's this 1460-ish handle, 62. Gonna keep an eye on that. So far looking constructive. On DS, we'll hang in there. And there's just no setup here on SPY for me. I think it's probably going up. But I just don't love... Well, it does look pretty good, I guess, if this can engulf. But then it's like, okay, you're buying up here for a breakout, and they could just run these equal lows pretty quickly. So just not high confidence. I think my short might actually end up working. Fine being in very little right now, since I don't have a strong read like I did in the morning here. So we're just going to hang out and watch some stuff. Oracle is doing all right from our buy, although it did just take a little bit of a header here. We really want the 200 handle to sell some of our shares into, but I think on the higher time frame it's still holding up just fine. Yeah, it looks fine to me. This is a big level here, this 198, so you could consider trimming here instead of the 200. I just think we pop and grab that. SPY still pretty constructive here, just taking its time. Same with DJT. Oh, that's what we like to see. Nice push up here on DJT. We're going to take just a little bit off, 1/5 of our position off if we pop and test this previous pivot. I think we probably have room to test 1470 with the potential for 15. Probably not at this point. We're running a little low on time, but we can get some traction up here, maybe into this 1475 zone, like I was saying. So I'm going to hold on to that one for now. Some MSOCs. We're talking MSOCs. So we'd trade back on. Let's look at MSOS. A little easier to read the 1 minute there. Trying to consolidate into a double bottom. What's our high time frame structure? Ooh, we're back in the dip. We're back in the zone, back in the gap. Question is, can we catch? That's the question. SPY still looking nice and constructive. It is an interesting zone here. Maybe I'll watch 450. We were going to look at Tesla. Tesla was dropping. Wow, nice flush out. Okay, we can start looking for a higher low to form somewhere in this consolidation down here, specifically this consolidation right here. Something like that. That's the area where I would expect it to try to find buyers. We can keep an eye on that. And SPY still rejecting. Just not able to break this 685, which kind of makes sense. Less juice into the end of the day. So we'll see what it does. No real trade for me here. You could play this breakdown, but I think it's just going to sweep into internal liquidity somewhere here. We could see the push to 684, like I mentioned. So that is a trade you could consider, I suppose. Do I want to try it again? It does look like it's failing here. If we see another top wick up here, I might take a small position. We're watching for strength or rejection up here. Okay, you guys got a lot of penny plays going on. We're going to check those out in just a second here. Are seeing small rejection. I think I want to short this, but it's kind of scary. I think I should wait. Still a strong close to the candle. Yeah, I feel fine waiting. DJT pulling back a little bit. We watch our swing low. That might have been the entry to short, but it's just hard to say when you've got this curling base right here and you're biased high or biased up on the higher time frame. Any small dips can just get absorbed, and yeah, this looks still pretty strong. It's just there's not much room up for me today, so I'm not really interested in longing into power hour here, but I think you probably could get a good scalp if this does break here. It's a nice little 685 level. So HXHX, let's take a look at some of the high flyers today. Haoshin Holdings, something Chinese, it sounds like. Okay, it's trying to break above $1. This is very constructive. Let's see, you guys are in at 0.91. That's a nice entry. I feel like it would be pretty gambly to chase here. It is dipping back into this imbalance. We'll see if this imbalance holds. Could definitely be an entry, but then you're playing the top of the range, just not what I would like. So if we could come back down here, maybe at the 0.91 looks good. I'll join you with 100 shares at 0.91 if we get there. These things are pretty hard to read. FJet. I can't keep up with all these guys. Well, got filled at 0.9. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to give it about 20 bucks. Let it wiggle out. DJT did flip that, so we are going to lock in a trim here in just a second. About time. It's been one of those days where my trims just haven't been filling fast at all. Technically green on the HXHX. We'll see how that one goes. Don't look at FJet. Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I miss being a millionaire every day, so, you know, what's one more time? Woo! That's a flyer, all right. It's got jet in the name. What do you expect? This is one that you could look for a potential death candle to form if it loses this imbalance, and then you could try a hero short, but I'm not gonna. That thing looks terrifying. Wait for it to settle tomorrow. All right, we got the fill on DJT. We're gonna move our stop up much higher under that swing low. That saves us from any significant loss. It'll be small if it does get tagged. Whatever happened with our ONDS? Is it trading flat? It's doing nothing. Looks like this one's probably going to get stopped out. When it does, I will take a look at it and see if it's running the wicks under these equal lows for a higher low. But fine getting a stop out, minus 10 bucks, and reevaluating there. So real good cover on the DJT. Now we just wait and see if we can hold a higher low. I'm actually going to give it a few more ticks under this impulse candle because we could wick into the base there, 1450, 1449. Again, that's still a big level. Okay, something happened. I think I got stopped out of something. Stopped out of the ONDS? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Less to look at. Someone got stopped out of HXHX. I think I filled on your stop out. We'll see how that works. Might be exit liquidity. We'll see if this holds. Like I said, I just wanted to see what it would do in this imbalance retrace here. Either it holds this or can drop decently fast. Protect myself in case it moves really, really quick on me. Question is this an escape hatch? Should I be exiting completely here now that I'm slightly green again? Quite possibly. Let's watch and see where support tries to step in. Still like this 1450 level. 1450 to 1445. Oh, there's a big level. Yeah, 1449. That's what I want to see it holding that even number. Whole cruise in HXHX. I'm risking 10 bucks here, so I want to be part of the team. Put me in, coach, you know, but I don't want to get jammed on if this doesn't work because I have not done enough homework on this setup. I guess we can do some more now. It's either back testing a breakout or could die pretty hard. So guess we'll see. Man, this thing was 35 cents yesterday. Nice 3-bagger on shares if you swung it. Of course, I don't know why you would, but DJT not acting amazing here. And SPY going for that breakout and just stalling because we know there's a big level there. Let's draw this up just a little where these wicks interact. Still our level to break there. Yeah, HXHX might not make it. It's on the fence here, you know. I almost want to say if we showing some life. If we don't catch here, you could consider. All right, technically that could be a short entry on this wick up into this newly opened imbalance. We'll see. I don't really want to be in this if we lose it now. Pretty wild one here, huh? So if we squeeze through here, then the stops should back out. This is a level where they've tested multiple times. Then we could look for new surge. Do or die. Let's find out. In general, I don't like when a stock has a nice flag, it tries to break out and then it back tests this deep and then wicks up here. Like I need a surge just like this to see the stops getting or the shorts getting squeezed. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. What's our target for this bad boy? Let me pull up a higher time frame chart. Okay, looks like we found resistance into the gap fill. 102. Okay, that makes sense. It gapped down under $1. It just filled that up. So there's a chance that sellers step back in. If they can't, we squeeze probably to 120. Looking kind of good. I'll take 120. Quick little $30 trade. If I was a Furu, I'd say we are up 10% in 5 minutes. But we're trading small caps, so that's not very impressive. Yeah, Crow's chilling with the 91 entry. Me too. Feels pretty comfy. Feels pretty comfy. 290 million volume. There's an imbalance and covering will come at the close. Ooh. Okay. Talk is adding long into VRT and ETN, those big data center energy and cooling names. What else is looking good in that space? TLN looking very constructive. Pull that up on a higher time frame. Is DJT failing? Maybe. So Talon on a daily. This looks ready to squeeze. This is really high quality. They're cheap for in terms of PE. My fundamentals guys like this, and I'm liking this curl out. I'm liking this rebase here. Looks really solid to me. Back on SPY, doing a whole lot of nothing. DJT looks like it's going to stop me out. Yeah, I should have taken the break even. It was an escape hatch, unless this puts some super nice bottom wicks here. I want to give it like just a few ticks under this. Oh, there was a wall at 645, so that might be what we're seeing. That buyer stepped out. We might flush. Been a tricky name. I think I shouldn't have tried. This could be all one bear flag. That would suck. I should have just kept my hands clear when I saw it wasn't going to bounce because I was looking for the bounce play on it. We'll see if that holds. So I'm playing games. I guess I should set a take profit. Still half through high a day. Still playing games. This can close over the 1455, then I will put my wick under this. Or my stop under that. And SPY still with the grind out. So we couldn't get the breakout. See, that's what I was saying. Like its setup looked like it wanted to try, but we don't have juice into the end of the day. We've already made such a big move up. We're trading into this big level. I don't really believe that we can get that much traction, but hey, I'd love to be proven wrong here. So let's see. I feel like I summon green candles whenever I say probably no move today. So maybe I can summon a move for y'all. Smoke Tuna calling a BENF, a nice silent mover from 3 to 8 after the split. I'd say so. Let's look at that one. Nice back test there of the morning base or yesterday's price action. Nice push up. Should go for that high. As long as it can hold the buyers at 7 there, testing that neckline. SIDU, SIDU. Let's look at that one. So 345 million volume, no joke. No joke. All right. So what do we see on the chart? One attempt to break this 250, 2 attempts, 3 attempts, a higher low. This is kind of scary in the base, but it could be setting up for a little bit of a squeeze here. Or quite a top wick. Whoops. There we go. Thought it was a bigger top wick because of the volume candle. That's funny. Okay, so Big level here at 219 that we are holding above. I think that's what we want to find support over. This previous high. Then we could target 3 pretty easily. And there's this big gap over here at 450. This one's kind of compelling. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Ah, DJT, waking up. Okay, I think we were right. Still not sure. Where's the next trim going to be? There's a little pivot there that I want to take a little more off of. And then if we get that sweep for sure. Looking at time here, we have 20 minutes of trading left on the prop firms, half an hour of trading left overall in the session. So let's see, we want to eventually form a pivot over this previous high here. So I'd like to see buyers stepping in there. Yeah, wicking up right there to this level. And then oscillating here before pushing higher on the DJT. The DJT. So I'm still going to try. What else were we watching here? HXHX. I'm in that one. I'm not even watching. And back she goes. We'll see if it holds or if we get the stop out here. Never know with small caps. Do you put the stop out under here or do you need to give it this one? Probably do need to give it this one. Well, we'll see. Yes, by trying again. Just slow, grindy price action. CDU's starting to get interesting here. I want to get a really small position here. Real tiny. Just 50 shares to start. I just want to keep an eye on this one. Looks like it might be curling out. Spicy, spicy, spicy. Yeah, the CDU, it's piquing my interest. I'm just wondering if it needs to come down again. Make a higher low off of this thing. Looks like maybe not, though. I'd like one more push down. Not sure if I'm going to get it, though. It's looking pretty good. Gonna wait for this candle to print, I think, unless it just starts going crazy. Ooh, candle looks like it's gonna go higher. I'm just gonna front run this, and it'll be a learning experience if I'm wrong. See, oh, I put it one tick above the price, so it's a limit buy order if we move higher, which actually might be better. So I'm looking to add in if this starts working. Got a microscopic position here, which means they're going to tag me there and then knife it. So it looks like we are going to push lower. So I'll be looking for a buy down here if so. Otherwise, it can wick up pretty fast. That's okay too. DJT holding, SPY holding, HXHX holding. I feel like the stop's very likely to get run. Should have waited for the candle. I'm not feeling it today, boys. That's okay, though. We're going to keep losses small and see if we get any moves here. Low by 225. Oops. That's not ideal. I hit the back button. Sorry, guys. Let me go find my login information. One of those days. Bear with me 1 second. We are so back. We are so back. Oh, and the Sidhu flushed. Stop me out. All right, let's look and see if we're gonna stabilize here. Ready to go in with 150 if so. Seeing some stabilization. Ah, the classic. Not going to chase it. I bet it'll come back for me. Still hanging out, still hanging out, still hanging out. Still did not fill me. Oh, come on. Yeah, I should have waited for the ad lower. Pretty obvious. I was saying, I think it might need to come back down here. Oh, DJT just did a thing. Wait, it didn't? I'm already up 50 on this? Oh, okay, nice. Doing better than I thought. Okay, so we really would like a tweezer bottom here, one more down wick, maybe half the size. That would fill me perfectly. That'd be pretty nice. Yeah, SIDU, Space and Tech Company. Good space to be in. No pun intended. And look at it start to build here. So it's opening up a new imbalance here. I'm okay chasing at 226 and then adding in if we go down to 220 or so. Would be nice if they'd filled me though. Any one of these. Feels like it's going to jump on me here. Come on. All right. There we go. I will add more if it comes down to this 218 and holds. That little imbalance there is where I'd like to see a response. SPY, another spike up in rejection. Still not ready. Doke. What am I seeing? The HX looks really nice. I might try to get a little ad here. Might have left me. It was a strong candle. Okay. Change this to 100. And we are just cooking this $1 level. I think I'm being a sloppy trader today. I just keep trying to anticipate breakouts, which is silly. Should wait for my levels to hit. Wait for the setups to play out. All right, all right. Let's look around the market a little while we got a second here. Yeah, the space names, they moved so fast. I just been watching them. I'd like to get involved in RDW. I bought a first tranche of shares. I think that's going to be a beneficiary of the space contract. This is looking really nice off of this 223 zone. Tuna knows his stuff. I will wait for an imbalance to open and then buy as it wicks back into it to add to the position. EJT coming back a little. Playing endless games, this one is. I should just sell every single big green candle. But then I'd have to keep watching it. This is looking really good to me. Okay, so a few ways I could play this. I could add in off of this kind of little base that's being formed right here, this little bottom, assuming it holds. Or I could say, I think that it's strong, but it still needs one more push down into this, and I could wait. Or I could wait for a big candle to show that we were right on directionality and then wait for a wick back into it. Since it rejected that, I'm just going to hang out, see what it does here. DJT coming all the way back. Annoying name. Still looking good here on the CDU. And it's acting very constructive too. We like this. See if they'll give me 223. Yeah, I'm just on the fence. I'm still figuring out how to play these types of names. Definitely not my wheelhouse. So learning experience here. We're going to watch, see how this plays out. This is looking really tight. Now we're starting to get some pop up in here. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this curl up. Fill me on the little wick back. Or not. Let's see. Starting to cook here, I think. And I got stopped out of DJT. Fun. Looks like my HXHX just trimmed. That one, boom. There we go, boys. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Stop goes under that candle for sure. And we'll see if that move holds. That was a wild one. All right, filled on the CDU add too. Stop under this swing. We'll have to reassess if it loses it. This one's looking good though. Woo! All right, we'll see. Looks like we're probably going to get stopped out of the runners on here, but that's fine. It was a fun little trade. Got our stop it in the green. I'm liking this. I want to build into this. I'd like a higher low down here at like 226 or something. All right, HXHX all out of that one. Took 5 cents on the runners, took 20 cents on the core. Not too shabby. Really want to watch the CDU. Yeah, Crow knew. Crow, you still in that guy? We can keep an eye on it. See if it just rated me and now is good to go again. If so, that's fine. Meanwhile, SPY doing a whole lot of nothing. Been pinned here since we started talking. Not the day to trade indices intraday. Unless you caught the morning pop there. Still interested at 223? I think I kind of am. But it just has the potential to push down on us here. Let's see where buyers step in. Looking at the wall here, 223 is still a pretty big level. I'd still like to see that hold, and I will... Whoops. I can risk more than one share there. Let's do 100. Oh, not 1,100. There we go. Yeah, it seems like it's going to need to come down. Oh, wow. This one's still going. Little Momo. If it fills me. Not going to fill me. And give this just a little more room. Not going to let me back in, is it? Do not want to chase, but I'm fine getting in under my sell if it wicks back into this imbalance. Cedu did give the higher low. I was a little scared. I wanted a little bit deeper. Maybe it still will. Maybe it still will. So this is a very, I would say, pretty darn risky Momo play. So I'm just only risking the profits on this ticker, which is very small anyway, since I only played 100 shares, 200 shares. But if we fill here, I like the chance for continuation, and we put our stop right under this. Nice curl. Come on, baby. Not quite. This one might not come back for me. That's okay. I'm liking this. So assuming this engulfs, we should be starting to move here. Meanwhile, SPY flirting with a little bit of a breakdown. We'll see what it does when it gets down to 684.70, bottom of this little range. There we go. Okay, we're in. Just in time for the bottom to fall out, right, guys? Sorry if I cursed your play here. Might have. We'll see. It's retesting the breakout. Retesting $1. That was probably the place to add on a back test. See you do. Getting spicy. Keep watching. Yeah, that Tesla rejection was wild, huh? Oh, this is starting to cook. Okay, it's back into the zone we were looking for, for buyers to be found. Did hold this zone here. Can see if it can push off of here. Not sure if this one's ready today. Might be a tomorrow play. Okay, Cedu coming down, maybe giving us our entry here. Let's see. You need Rivian at 2060. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do for our boy Joe. 2060. Holy moly. I don't know about that. Definitely failed. Maybe this imbalance, 2029. I don't think it gets there today, but could be the bottom of the pullback. Still fighting. Did clear out the liquidity and held, so I think that might pay us. You might be right. Just this little scallop top here. We could need to come down more. 220 I see as a bigger level on the book map. I'm going to put my buy order down there. I'm thinking if it wasn't ready to push out of the top here, it's probably going to need to reach under this wick for a little more liquidity. Still sized pretty reasonably there. Don't want to get too crazy. Oh, you caught a short on Carvana. Those are always fun. Let's look at a Carvana. I have a good friend who shorted it the last time it went to 300 all the way down. Well, most of the way down. A lot of the way down. And he's been waiting for a chance to short him again. And I don't know. I don't know. I guess you get the gap fill, the back test of this range, and then potential for more. It's a scary short. Nice. It's looking good too still. Put a little stink bid at $1 if they come back. $624. Buyer stepped in to hold this level right here. I'd like to come on down to the 620, call it 6 or 221. I don't need this big order to get filled. Maybe it comes down here and then buyers front run. Do want to stick with this. Since SPY ain't doing much. Oh my goodness, 25-cent trade. Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing. So if the bottom falls out, then we could get 684 at the worst. Not enough to pique my interest. Oh, SIDU. Now it's starting to work. Okay. So what do I want to do here? I want to build a position. Not get too crazy. All right. A little bit of an ad there. Still hasn't confirmed yet. So if I got faked out, I just want to not load all my eggs in one basket here. But I do want to have some exposure on if this starts going ham. Can look at places where I would trim some ads on the way up. It's a nice imbalance right here. And we don't have as many shares as I would like. So I'm still looking for places to add. I think I'll take one more tranche right at the neckline here if it wicks back. Definitely looks like it's starting to work. Nice push there. Okay. So I will keep trying to build a position into this strength if they give valid wickbacks, but I don't want to be buying the top of candles like this. I'm also not ready to sell though, so gotta watch how it plays out here. We'll flip over to H. Yeah, that's looking good. Hanging that one. Make sure I don't have any orders that'll hurt me on the books. There we go. And I'd like a buy back into this little wick to, is that 26? Yeah, 26 I could do. So I'm anticipating a move up out of the range. I would like a wick back into this newly opened 1 minute imbalance. So that big push up, there was an imbalance of buyers compared to sellers. Sellers could step back in and roll the paint down, and we would get a higher low on the 1 minute chart like that, and then a push up again. And that would get you a nice, real safe entry here. Sorry to hear that, Joe. That's Rivian's. That was a tricky one. This is my backup account, by the way, guys. I did not do well on my main, and I put it on the back burner. I was not seeing things very well the first half of the day, outside of the morning long. So still got some shake and bake here. I think we get the wick back, and then it still looks strong, but I think it just isn't quite ready to surge. So keeping that one cooking. And we're getting the curl up on HXHX. I could also aggressively add into like an imbalance right here. And if I do get filled, then I'll just be taking this off on the surge above. So far, we're up about 6 cents on this position. Not too shabby. If I size up, but I did not. Don't short a beaten down stock when they start coming back. Yep. Very true. Very true. The squeeze potential, especially on these small caps, wild. Checking in on Sidu. Oh, didn't quite get filled on the back wick there, but I think the idea was right. So maybe we get another one that pushes a little further. Yeah, RGTI, QBTS, those are wild today. Those were pretty wild, must say. I was not expecting that quick of a snapback on those names after they broke down out of their daily flags. But man, did they hold. Very impressive. So, Momo's still back. Anybody who's bearish, look at the quantum names. Sidu, very strong. They don't want to give me my level. We did get MSOS at 450 here if anyone wants to take a shot. I think I'm probably good with that big gap below. It's not my ideal setup. I'm sticking with the Sidu. We're going to keep watching SPY. I think it's just range bound forever today. This HXHX, this was cash money, Crow. Great call. Great call on woo. All right. I forgot to have a fantasy order in there. See if it goes higher. I'm going to stop out a little here if we lose momentum, just to lock in some profit. Yeehaw. Yeah, this is why you got to be prepared on these. I should have had an order somewhere up here. I should have had a higher level all ready to go. I would have been filled here. But, I think it pushes higher, so we're going to stick with this one. Check on our CDU. Our CDU's starting to work better. I don't really have enough shares to be taking small pieces off yet, so still want to build this position. It's just not making it easy. That was a chance there on that wick back into the new imbalance. I didn't take it. Now it's scary if I put my order there because a second retest might be weaker. You would expect it to just push up. So what I'll do is I'm going to cancel this order. And when we push above this, there should be some profit taking, and then I'll find a place to get in there. Yeah, very nice, Crow. That was cash money right there. It's still strong. Taking these buy orders off. If it comes back down, it's scary. Stop to break even. And keep watching Sidu here. Boom. All right. We got another trim there. So now we're just going to hold these shares until, say, $2. Be happy with $2. Very nice. Very nice. Now, if Sidu could play ball, oh, it did give another entry into that imbalance, and that did look like another buy. I should have been braver. This looks so strong. We're setting a pivot right here. I missed it again, didn't I? So the idea for me here is that if this is a double bottom, I'm still building a position below the neckline here. But I just got to be cognizant as I kind of build my cost basis up an average here. So I gotta be confident. It not filling me so frequently makes me think that there's a lot of buying pressure. We'll see if that is accurate. Okay. Good take profit. I'll put my stop loss above this red candle here. If the squeeze is going to happen, I don't think that it should flush out much deeper. But I'm definitely not in my wheelhouse on these kind of names, so just playing safe. And what's SPY doing this whole time? It is, again, trying to curl and coil. I think it wants to go up tomorrow. Just don't think it's ready. To trim the swing or not? Trim the swing high. Usually when it's coiling right under the swing, I just hold it to see if it can surge and I get a better sell than just trimming right when it hits this. That's what I'd like to do. See, I'm still in my HXHX. Guess that hasn't stopped me. Nice. FChat 32. Holy moly. Woo. That's something. You told me not to look. Now you're telling me what it's doing. Torture. All right, so we're going to see if we can get the surge through this neckline. Another place to trim is this imbalance right here. I'm a greedy boy, and I think we can get a bigger move, so I kind of want to let this rock. I'd really like to rock and roll up here. I'm going to set some fantasy orders just in case we do get a squeeze. You never know. Joe, you recognize that term, fantasy orders? I've been I've been eating up some of the content you send me. Good stuff. Okay, we're still in the CDU, still hunting it. We still like it. Same with the HXHX. No longer hunting, we are loaded. We're letting the runners ride. Yeah, held the range. Just digging in a little bit deeper to pick up some more buyers. Path of least resistance is up, fellas. I don't know which bears are on your timeline telling you otherwise, but path of least resistance is up. Come on, Sidu, getting tight here. Getting tight. We like that. Tight right into the neckline. Okay, a little flush out. Where do we find buyers? I'd like to find buyers in this little imbalance. 2030, there's good buyers. We want to see those hold. If that fails, then 2026, next level of interest. 2026 aligns with the level for me. I would add there. No, I did it again. It's always when I'm like actively doing position stuff too. Apologies. These mouse buttons, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. All right, getting back in. Oh, just in time for a big flush, of course. Didn't hit our level yet. Could have sworn I had a long order on the books here. Am I crazy? Might be crazy. Okay, it is market closed. That happened so fast, guys. I thought we had 3 more minutes. No, market closed. So Sea-Doo, we're watching and seeing what it does after hours. I'm swinging this bad boy because it is already closed. How about that? How about that? Time flies when you are scalping insane penny stocks, guys. I hope you had fun. We are seeing a bit of a move here on Sea-Doo, so I'm going to hang out here. I'm going to hang out here, trade with you guys. Where is my... Do I have a working order for this? Okay, I do. Good. Cooking here. Cooking quite nicely, I must say. Taking profit. Oh, shoot. Is this the right level? Trying to take profit. Come on. So we got a nice pop here. Good place to take profit into this neckline. I think it wants to go up here. Still like it for the swing. And we'll check in on HXHX. Just coiling here nicely. Still can keep going. And we might have gotten whiffed on our Sea-Doo there. All right, guys. All right, guys. I'm going to head out now. I hope y'all had a great day. I'm going to get some rest here. Looks like the Sea-Doo runners ain't gonna fill there. So that's it for me today. We will be back tomorrow. I will be doing the show with who is it tomorrow? It is Josh. It's good old Josh there tomorrow. So catch us on stream tomorrow there, and then I'll be back on for Power Hour as well. Have a great day, guys, and take care.